Dean Martin, born Dino Paul Crocitros from Humble, Ohio. Beginnings to stardom alongside Jerry Lewis in the late 1940s. Their partnership exploded into heartwarming comedy and unforgettable films, making them household names. After going solo, Martin became a musical sensation known for hits like That's Amore and beloved TV variety shows. But even at the pinnacle of success, personal storms brewed beneath the surface. Martin married 3 times. His second and longest marriage was to Jean Beager in 1949, and they were a devoted couple for over 2 decades. Together they raised 7 of his 8 children, building a large, lively family. Jean stood faithfully beside him during his career highs and lowest personal points, enduring heartache and resilience together. Their world shattered in 1987, when their eldest son, Dean Paul Martin, died in an Air National Guard jet crash at 35. Friends described Dean Martin as becoming a candle without a flame after the tragedy. His jovial presence dimmed by grief, his nightly presence at the same Beverly Hills restaurant table often alone spoke volumes. In his final years, Martin battled lung cancer and emphysema, exacerbated by decades of smoking. After retiring in early 1995, he withdrew from public life, retreating into a quiet existence. He died on December 25, 1995. At age 78, leaving behind a legacy overshadowed by unspoken sorrow. Jean Martin outlived Dean by over 2 decades. She lost 2 sons, Dean Paul in 1987 and Richie in 2016, and died of cancer in late 2016. Her final years were marked by both grief and dignity. Several acquaintances noted her grief, saying that the weight of loss never truly lifted. Together, she and Dean endured public success and private heartbreak. On early 2025, Deanna Martin, Dean and Jean's daughter, spearheaded a renewed effort to commemorate their contributions. Ohio governor recently declared June 7 Dean Martin Day statewide, celebrating his music and legacy. A new scholarship fund for young entertainers was established in the Martins' name, aiming to carry forward their love of the arts. Mental health advocates have used the Martin family's story to advocate for grief support. A March 2025 documentary, produced by Deanna Martin, highlights how Dean and Jean dealt with loss, emphasizing access to counseling for bereaved families. The film is being screened at major grief conferences this year, encouraging open conversation about coping and resilience. In April 2025, a star-studded tribute featuring Michael Bublé, Norah Jones, and old friends of the Rat Pack took place in Las Vegas, celebrating Dean's music. Hosted by Deanna Martin, the concert raised funds for lung cancer research and bereavement services. It was a joyful evening, but woven throughout were poignant reminders of the love and grief that shaped Dean's final years. Dean and Jean's marriage reminds us that true love persists through tragedy. From the loss of sons to the end of life itself, their emotional journey speaks of endurance even when everything else falls away. Their story encourages us to balance success with care, laughter with compassion, and public triumph with private vulnerability. First, success does not shield from sorrow. Celebrity or not, grief strikes every family. Second, grief grows stronger when shared, not hidden. The Martins chose to press on together, even as the world watched. Finally, their legacy continues through art, finance, and compassion, showing us that purpose and memory live on long after we're gone. That's the deeply moving story of Dean and Jean Martin, a vibrant life marked by profound loss, and a legacy that refuses to fade. Share your thoughts below. If their story moved your heart, please hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because next week, we'll explore another emotional tale that reveals the humanity behind the headlines.